give voice to the Rams sense of things with everybody talking about how the Saints should be the ones going to Atlanta because of the blown call, Andrew.
You know what? We just feel happy that we, went through that game, the adversity that we faced, and found a way to win it. And, Rich, I've played 13 years. I've seen a ton of games. I've had a ton of calls that could have gone one way or the other or should have or whatever that have been claimed to be missed. You know what? But I also lost a playoff game to a coach being on the field, getting a personal foul drawn from our players. And, so, I mean, I've experienced it, man, and I know it's tough. But the reality is football was played after that snap. And you know what? Whatever team tries to win the game from there and wins it, it won the football game.
So what was your perspective when you saw it? Did you think it was a flag, Andrew? I mean, where were you?
Actually, honestly, I was on the other end of the field looking down from the angle, so honestly I couldn't really tell where the ball went or whether it hit somebody or what. I just saw the contact and had no idea at the time. You heard the fan reaction and all that kind of stuff, so obviously you knew it was something they didn't agree with. But you know what? Plays happen, man, and refs make mistakes, just like we do and everyone else does in their job. And you know what? But the bottom line is there was a lot of mistakes made in the game. I mean, I think there's multiple pictures across the league of how many times the clock was on zero when they snapped it and the different face mask calls that were missed in the game. And to me, it's hard to say that the last foul is the foul you want to argue about that's missed. I mean, if you're going to argue about that one, then you have to go back and fix the others. And so, you know what? I just think that's a tough argument just because it's the last foul.
And I said prior to you calling in, Andrew, I'm wondering at what point will the Rams use this as a rallying cry within the locker room, the quintessential nobody believes in us, people don't think we deserve to be here. Normally, that's just something that's drummed up out of whole cloth to try and get a team fired up for a big game, except this time there's a lot of people who don't think you deserve to be there, Andrew.
Yeah, and that's everyone's entitled to their opinion. But like I said, Rich, you see the arguments from some of the Saints players about, the rule about the commissioner starting the game over or from that point or whatever. My argument to that would be, Rich, is then Jared Goff got a face mask on the second down right before the possession before. That was not called. That would be first and goal at the 1, down 3 points. If you look at our odds from the 1 this season, that's 7 points. So they'd be down 4, and the field goal wouldn't matter. They'd have had to have scored in that situation either way. So the reality is, where do you want, like I said, where is the last foul that you want to argue? And whether it's, blatant or not, it's not a matter. It's whether it's a foul. So it's just one of those things that's a slippery slope, and it's an excuse wherever you cut it. And the reality is they got the football after that snap. They played in overtime with the football. New England had the same situation and won the game. They didn't score. We did. We can argue about it all day, but they had an opportunity to win the game, and we won it. So we've been counted out since the playoffs started and since we lost 2 games in the month of December. And you know what? We've done nothing but prove difference in that sense, and we don't plan on changing.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.